What it do, baby? Welcome to Vegeta Saiyan Army. Thank you guys for liking, watching, and subscribing. If you're a fan of the superior red U7 leader, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Spirit Boost Elite, this video's for you. I'm going to go over what I've been up to with this leader recently, but most importantly, first of all, I'm going to show you guys Travis Washburn's red Vegeta leader that topped, well, almost topped. They got 33rd place. It bubbled out. Tragic. I'm so upset, but I'm so happy for him. You know, he got really far. Red's not in a really good place, you know. I think Red, I don't want to say it's been shafted, but it's tough. You know, it doesn't get the love Yellow does, but that's the same story for a lot of green decks as well. A lot of different color decks, a lot of other archetypes. But he's a player that I don't know him very well. I've never met him, but I saw like a while back. I remember him playing Launch, and I saw a deck profile of his, and I was like, that's a really cool deck. So he's a really good player. Now his list that he got, again, he got 33rd at North American Nats. If you want to get any ideas, check this out. This is the first part of the deck I want to go over. Not what I expected. He's going into the 1-drop Red Saiyans, 2 testing the ops, standard. He's playing one of the counters, Vegeta's imposing presence, 2 of, 1 Wolfang, but he's playing the 2-drop Mass Saiyan Unison instead of Piccolo. He's playing Piccolo as a 1-of, as like a 5th Unison, because, you know, you need to see the Unison turn too. But it's interesting, you know, the Piccolo's great because the auto of KOing a 15k or less if your opponent uses a counter skill, not once per turn, is really good. The +1 draws a card, right? But the Bardock also draws. So if you just forget about that first auto, the auto that the Mass Saiyan has is actually great. He becomes of 20k with double strike because of the leader effect. If you have 5 Red Saiyans on board, so that's really cool. And the -2 gives a pump to everybody. And that tells a story in this deck because it shows mastery in the color. Because a lot of the cards I'm going to show you that he plays are actually ones that pump the 1-drops a lot. So the 1-drops are not only going wide, but they're also going really tall. And this deck also shows mastery in the meta and what he's playing against. He's a really good player, and I'm surprised and I'm impressed. And he's really good. Like I'm so happy for him. And for you guys watching at home that want to build Red Vegeta, this is a really cool version that I didn't think of myself. So the standard part, if you're playing the Bardock stuff, is these 1-drops, right? Like Chain Attack Fasha, you play it turn 1, you look for a Unison that's red, or for a Bardock's crew. Chain Attack Shigesh is probably the worst one, and he knows this. It's at 1 of. It's the worst one because it doesn't plus you a card. It doesn't get you anything. It is double strike though. All of these guys are 15k if they meet the Bond 3 Red Saiyan requirement. Chain Attack Bargos might be my favorite one. Might be everyone's favorite. You play it, you draw a card. Chain Attack Bardock doesn't exactly net you a card, but he swings for 15k crit and he negs stuff of your opponent's board. Bardock, Pride of a Low-Class Warrior might be my favorite one. Might be, and I say this about a lot of them, but it's the most underrated one for sure. Because it pluses 2 potentially. When he swings, he takes a life. In red, red doesn't care because red treats its life like a second library, right? Then it tutors a top 7 if it deals damage and plays a 1-drop Bardock's crew that can't attack this turn, but usually the 1-drop you're playing is drawing a card. So you're getting 5k combo off the card you're playing, and you're probably drawing a card if you play Fasha or Chain Attack Borgos. And he swings for 15k. Like, he's really good. Also, he's playing 4 of on the Bardocks because he's going to go up the chain of the Evolve chain for Bardock, which you'll see in a second. 2 Broly Crown of Retributions, again showing mastery of the color, not only with the cards that he's playing to complement the strength of his deck in the color that he's choosing the lane of, but also a card like Crown of Retribution makes a lot of sense in a meta where, like, there's a lot of yellow, there's a lot of blue-yellow. You know, you can't just go into a national event and expect that you're not going to play against like Icarus or like Soul Striker. And decks like Icarus and Soul Striker not just lose to Crown, but they need to be killed by turn 2 or turn 3, because Once Icarus gets like all the extra cards and energy and drop, and then it can play like the Goku Ape counterplay that draws and it's a blocker. Then Riposte is live, and Soul Striker, once he gets the Raditz Unison on board and the fucking Boo Unison on board, that's like impossible to kill these decks. And Red wants to do it quick, fast, and in a hurry, and that's what he's doing here, and I love that. 4 Raditz, super combos obviously, 2 of the Vegeta, Royal Evolution, it stands up the leader, gives it 5k, and defensively index something 10k. It has like dual purpose, I like him. Yamcha, he plays 2 of them, the counterplay. But most importantly, again showing mastery in the meta, it's that counterplay that reminds me of Beerus Ball, right? It's really good against like charismatic villain. I really like this. It's also good. Oh yeah, it's really good against. I'm just thinking about it. It's really good against the Goku Ape, the yellow plays, right? It's a blocker. This is a really cool counterplay. He runs it. It's a 1-of. It's a and it also, the reason he would probably play this over the Beerus Ball is because you can give it a pump in this deck. And it can go up to like 20k probably, right? The Super Saiyan 3 Goku one-hit wonder can come out with some of the negating effects Yamcha does, or maybe Bardock. Rest in peace, King Piccolo New Ruler. You can only play 1. Bandai should not have put him down to 1, in my opinion. I think Red isn't that good. I don't think that Red's winning Nats with 4 New Rulers, but it helps the color, right? 1 Champa, 2 Son Goku Divine Presence. Again, Goku he's not playing skillless cards, but like Son Goku is gonna give a pump to another battle card, which is important. So it's just like a 2-drop, 25k dual attack that gives a 5k to something else. Super Saiyan Bardock, 3-of. This evolve is amazing because it's giving another pump to your red battle card. So you're not only going wide with these, but you have Divine Presence, you have Super Saiyan Bardock, you have the Unison giving pumps to your 1-drop, so you're playing for free. And it's going surprisingly wide, surprisingly tall, really early in the game, and this deck looks really fun. He's playing one of the Bardock fighting against Fates. Pan, Secret Rare is the way to go as far as Secret Rares go when it comes to red aggro. I don't want to be the type of guy that says Pan is better than Kai or Kai is better than Pan. I think each one is good for the deck that they belong in and for the matchups they belong in. But I applaud Travis. Great job. I'm going to go into my deck now. So if you're watching and you want some ideas on the deck, net deck Travis's deck. Test it. See how it does. See how you like it. This is mine. The one I'm going into now, this is my version right here with the Piccolo Unison at 4. I just like the Piccolo Unison better, and I'm honestly just net decking the Gohan deck. I think I don't like Gohan now. I used to love him in Dragon Ball, but like in Dragon Ball Super, he turned into Ben Shapiro. He's Ben Shapiro now. That's what he looks like. That's what he sounds like. And also, like in this, in this game, I want to take advantage of the fact that he gives a Unison double strike, right? So if I simply make the Gohan deck in here, I can take advantage of the untap 2 as well. And I'm doing it by, again, turn 3, you want to play the Son Goku Divine Presence. I'm playing it 1 Choppa. The surprise attacks on Gohan, I can do that turn 2 as well. I'm playing 8 of the skillless. I'm going to show you why in a second. 8 of the 2-drop skillless. I'm playing Backbone because it's searchable in his deck because it's U7. 2 fighting against Fates. 2 Kabbas. Because turn 2, after I awaken with my leader, I want to utilize that energy aggressively. The 4-drop Gohan helps me with that. Saiyan Kabba helps me with that. 3 of the Yamcha counterplays. And more into that turn 1 and turn 2 shit. Frieza, Fair Withered Fiend, and the Son Goku Path to the Power. I'm playing them at 2 of each. But I'm playing them because on that turn 2, I want to do something Gohan can't do. And Gohan can't play a Unison, give it double strike, and then play a 20 or 25k double striker. And that's something that I want to do in Vegeta. If you want to make Vegeta better than another deck or anything else, you want to find out what your leader does and make it better. You know what I mean? So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that he untaps 2 when he awakens, and I can now play Frieza. Spread Wither Fiend, it's a double strike 20k. And if my opponent uses a counter skill, I can neg a battle card by 30k ignoring barrier. Now, Son Goku Path to the Power is a 2-drop. If my leader is a Saiyan, it's 25k double strike. Now, this card can get played if I have 2 skillless battle cards in a drop area, which is why we're running 8. When he swings, he's 25k double strike, and he plays a 2-drop skillless from my drop area. And I love that synergy. I love that turn 2 I can go so tall, and it can help me go a little wide by playing the 2-drop and giving it a 5k pump. Now, when I swing with one of these double strikers, especially with my Unison, I want to combo the skillless and the Android 18 or the Android 17 to draw 2 cards, right? I'm doing that because I have the Gohan on board, the 1-drop. What's it called? I can use them turn 1. I search for either the Unison or a U7. Most of the time you're getting a backbone, playing 2 testing the oppositions, 1 new ruler because you gotta, and 1 pan. Now, if you guys see anything here that you like, try it out. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Gohan's better at this? Do you think Vegeta's better at this? Clearly, Vegeta is the one that topped Nats at 33rd place. Great job, Travis. Now, you have a lot of options. If you want to play the starter deck, Red Vegeta, the best option I can give you, the best advice, is to just net deck Travis's. Or just look at his deck and see what you can learn from it. See what you can do with it. Second option is maybe Red Green. The U7 that I just showed you guys is a really good option as well. What do you guys think? Do you think that in the next set? Because look, Bandai is bringing the next set, and it's going to be universal some shit, right? As of the time of this recording, the Dragon Ball Super community group is doing a poll of like what color you guys want to see next, and red is on top of that list. And we've seen the red Goku leader, so hopefully that fucking guy gives support to Vegeta. I hope so. I'm praying. But if it does, I'll be happy about it. What do you guys think? Is it going to be support? It looks like that leader puts a lot of cards in a warp, though, so I don't know if it'll fit Vegeta's gameplay or U7 Gohan's. What are you guys playing? Do you like Travis's deck, my deck? Are you trying anything? Do you play an engine maybe that isn't like ours? Like, do you play blue, red, blue, yellow, whatever? Let us know, and I'll see you guys next time.